Okay, so now we're going to start by creating some menus for our website. So to do that, we're going to create some pages first. Okay, so if we look down here, we can see we've got an icon here that says pages. So if we just go to all pages for now. Okay, we've got a sample page here that automatically comes with WordPress. So we're just going to bin that one. Okay, and now we're going to add a new page. So if we click add new, now the pages that I like to add first are our legal pages. Now, as part of this course, in the resources section, I'll be giving you some of these legal pages for you to add to your website if you like. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to add a copyright page. Now, I'm not going to put anything in here for now because I don't want to waste too much time. I just want to show you how we create the menu. But if you wanted to, when you go into the resources section for this course, you can copy and paste the copyright document and paste it in here, and then you will have that page for your website there. Okay, so I'm just going to publish that. Okay, and now I'm going to add another page, and I'm going to call that privacy. Publish that. Then we're going to add another, and I'm going to call that disclaimer. Publish. Then I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to call that terms and conditions, and publish that. Okay, so those are your main legal pages, which are going to be on our footer menu, because they're not going to be on our main menu. These are things that you need to have on your website legally, so we don't really want them to stand out that much, but we still want them to be on there. So when we want to do our menus, then we go into appearance, and we've got a thing here for menus. So if we click on menus, okay, and what I want to do is create the legal page first. So I'm going to call that our footer menu, because we're going to be putting that into the footer, which is the space at the bottom of your website. So I'm going to give it a name, and then I'm going to create it. Okay, so you can do it to automatically add new pages to this menu, but I'm not going to do that because sometimes you might forget. You might create a new page about something else and it'll automatically get added to the bottom, so we don't want to do that. It's up to you, you can do, but I like to sort of consciously do things. So what we're going to do is add our menu items from the column on the left. So I want to select all of them because I want to add them all, and I want to add to the menu, and you can see we can change the order by dragging and dropping. Okay, but I'm going to leave that as terms and conditions. I think I'm going to put privacy above disclaimer. Okay, and then I'm going to put disclaimer last. So it doesn't matter which order you do it. Make sure they all line up right, because you can see how that's saying sub-item now. We want to make sure that it's not a sub-item. Okay, so move it straight up. For some reason it's going as a sub-item there, so we just move it to the left a bit, and now that should be the order that it saves. Okay, so we want to save that menu, and there we have it. Okay, so now we can go to manage locations for this theme. Okay, so we can have our primary navigation menu, which I'll be selecting when we've created that, but we want to have this as our secondary menu. Okay, so I'm going to slide down and put footer as our second menu. Okay, if we wanted the menu to appear at the top of our website, the very top, this bit here in this particular theme, it has a header mini menu, okay, which sort of puts like a little tiny menu on the top, which does look quite nice for some websites, but I do prefer it to be in the footer. So I'm going to save the changes. Okay, and that covers the footer menu. Now I'm just going to show you how we can add that to the footer later on, but what I'm going to show you now is how you would do our main menu. Okay, so again I'm going to go through to pages, so I'm going to go all pages, I'm going to add new. Okay, and most websites would have a home page, so I'm going to publish that. Obviously when you're doing this, you're obviously going to have writing in here and have proper pages, but just for showing you how to set the menus up, I'm not going to put anything in just yet. Okay, so now I'm going to add another page. You can maybe do about me or about us. You don't have to, but again, most will have a contact me or a contact us form. And again, I'll show you later how you add the form to it, but for now I'm just going to do the page, publish. And we're then going to add a blog page. Now it's very important to do a blog on a website in terms of SEO, but I'll be talking about that later. And for this one, I'm just going to put blog. But for the blog page, if you come down to this right hand side here, you can see that all the pages have what we call like a default template, so they all look the same. But what I want to do for this one is to change it so it turns into a page with posts. And what that's going to do is to put all your posts, which are what you use to do blog entries, it's going to put all those posts onto this page so that it sort of comes up as a blog. Alright, so I'm going to publish that. Okay, now anytime that you want to see what your site looks like, you can just click on here and click visit site. So I'm just going to have a look at what it looks like so far. So you can see that what it's actually done is it's put all the pages on these two menus. Now we are going to adjust this later on, but I just want to show you now that when you create pages, they do go onto the menus. So I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm going to come back in the next lesson and show you how we can customize those menus even further to put them exactly where we want them.